focusing a little bit more on the sort of like the way, like we've been explaining sort of like the way that we do certain things. So it's not the entire lesson. It's kind of like not condensed of a lesson, but sort of like a 15-minute chunk splice of the lesson. So I'll just kind of explain in the beginning. So in the beginning, the first part of the year, I bring everybody in and I tell them to find their own space. So we kind of already talked about what an own space is, but what I do is I have a lot of student feedback for verbal assessment. So I was like, come over here to your own space. Yeah, it's not just it. Okay, so I meet the students at the door, and I bring them in and I say, when I give you the green light word, we go over what the green light word is. Yeah, let's try it. Go on. So we're just going to assume this is the first time that we're going to see it. So I bring the students in and I tell them they need to find their own space. And while I'm not, it's a major thing with their own space. Yeah, so it's kind of go over like that. If we can stand and not be touched by anybody else, while still being inside the body, you never see a circle in there that hoops and comes. I haven't told you this before, so we use that. What should you do? You just sort of completely move okay. Good. Find your own space. Can you do that? Alright, let's go on. Let's go find our own space. And then I see how they do. Usually, like, I don't know. It's something I want to reinforce, like, almost immediately. So they come in and I'm like, okay, this looks pretty good. Now, let's try finding our own space. I'm going to give you 8 chords. I'll give you 8 chords. Here's one chord. That sounds like this. I'm going to give you 8 chords to find a new own space while moving like a choo-choo train. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Freeze. Oh. What is freeze mean? Good, good. Now, I need you to check your own space. Recheck your own space. I always have them check their own space too. Because like, some people will be like they'll be way over here and they'll be like, yeah, I'm in my own space, and then you continue to move. So that's something that I like really try to focus on in the beginning. Sort of like how Katie has rows and she reinforces that. I think that if you're going to go with the route of like finding your own space, is something that you really need to like drive home, especially the first few weeks. So eventually, by the end of the year, I go on in and find your own space. They know what to do. Usually, they kind of have. Ideally, it's supposed to be different every time, and we move around a lot in class. But generally, they kind of gravitate to a specific area of the room, and you find that by the end of the year, like I said, one space, I'm going to predict that Violet's going to go sit over there, or whatever, things like that. And that helps because you can kind of figure out where people need to be. And then you talk about things like responsible own spaces, people you're near that you're not going to fool around with. So once they're in their own space, I'm also done. Okay, so, and the reason I also do that, I'll have them practice finding their own space a bunch of times, and that is also sort of the movement aspect of it. So now that we've moved, we're in, we've pretended to be trains and other like helicopters, or whatever, as long as they are imagining and moving around. Then I say, okay, you're in 3rd grade, so how many of you have ever had a teacher before? Show me your hand over here. Yeah, so big, right? There we go. And then, since you've had teachers, let's see, how many of those teachers ever had rules for you to follow? I guess good example. So, I'm Mr. Ward. I'm going to be your music teacher for this year, and just like all the teachers that you've had, I also have rules. So then we kind of. Actually, here's another one too. So can somebody give me a rule that one of the teachers had?
Don't talk.
Good. That's an awesome rule. So, and then I asked, why do you think that? Well, let's not call it don't talk. Let's say why? How about talking when you're allowed to, and then there's certain times that you should be talking. Can somebody tell me why you think that was a rule? And then we have like I like doing a lot of conversations, just to like make sure that everybody sort of gets it, and I'm focusing on that. Let's see. So we go through the rules, I sing my rules, we've kind of done this already. I'm trying to like skip what we already know and be redundant. So I usually just get into the lesson too. So the way that this lesson works is it starts with, okay, we just came back from summer vacation. Can somebody tell me one really awesome thing? Just raise your hand and I'll call it. You just call your hand. What really awesome thing did you do over the summer? Yes,
I went to Alaska.
you went to Alaska? That sounds awesome. How did you get there?
On a boat.
On a boat. Wow, she went on a boat. Did anybody else go anywhere on a boat? Right, sure. So, and I'll go all the way until I get to a car. I go, and did anybody go anywhere in a car? Mostly everybody will say yes. Mostly. Probably. Let's say, you know what I did over my summer vacation? As soon as I left school, the last day of school, I got stuck in a 3-month traffic jam. And I was like, you know, forget this. I just turned around and came right back here. And now I have a day. Right. That's what I did. Now, I was in a traffic jam for 3 months straight, about. I heard lots of different sounds. I heard honks. Everybody go honk, honk. I heard beep, beep. Everybody go beep, beep. I heard rah, 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 rah. And I even heard a big crash. Fantastic. Now, when you're in traffic and you're sitting there for a long enough time, you start to hear patterns happen over and over and over again. So it started kind of bobbing my head, and I started going honk, honk, rah, 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 crashing, beep, beep, beep. And I started just making up this little groove. So let's try this. Everyone stand up. Okay. First step. Now, I guess I would go over what body percussion is because, I mean, in the same way that Heather sort of, we would do it, and I said, okay, there's a name for this when we're hitting our body, things like that. But here's how the activity goes. Everybody repeat after me. Love it. Okay, I'm going to do it in rhythm. It sounds like this. I'm going to do the whole thing. Watch really carefully, and we'll do it step by step. It goes like this. Rattle, 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 beep, beep. Can you try that?
So fast.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. We'll do a little slow. We're going to go rattle, 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 beep, beep. Let's do it twice in a row. Ready? I need to hear you guys say this too. Otherwise, you're just making these sounds. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and little faster. Like, I'll do it one more time, a little bit faster, just so you get it. Rattle, 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 beep, beep. Rattle, rattle, beep, beep. Capiche?
Yes.
Sweet. Okay, let's try it. Capiche. 1, 2, ready, and rattle, 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 beep, beep. Rattle, rattle, beep, beep. Good. Love it. And then we do that whole thing twice, so everyone's sitting down for right now. Now, this activity, this body percussion that I would have talked about. Okay, so this is body percussion. We would talk about all that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying, this is actually a section of another song. This is the B section of another song. So in songs, we have different parts. We have part A, part B, part C, and it kind of differs for every song. But if I write part A over here, and then later on in the song you see A again, do you think that these are going to sound the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the same part. So we have part A and we have part B in this song. So part B is what we just learned, the body percussion. Okay? Part A is actually a really awesome singing part. I'm going to sing it first. It's kind of a lot of words, so I'll sing it first and you can just kind of hear it, and then we'll sing it together. So it goes like this. Yeah, sure, we can do that too. I kind of like to just have, expose it to them, kind of like a little performance so they can hear it, but then I would do that. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'll play it first, then we'll do what we say to me. So it goes I have a car that's made of tin. Nobody knows what shape it's in. It has 4 wheels and a bumper seat. Watch us clunking down the street. Then it goes rattle, 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 crash, beep, beep, rattle, 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 crash, beep, beep, rattle. So I would perform the song for them, and they would watch and do it. So that's now, here's your chance to do this along with me. Let's try keeping a steady beat while I play it one more time. So then they're getting a little bit more invested in the song. And then I would go through the words. So I would, repeat after me. I have a car that's made of tin.
I have a car that's made of tin.
shape it's in.
Nobody knows what shape it's in.
It has 4 wheels and a bumper seat.
It has 4 wheels and a bumper seat.
Watch us clunking down the street.
Watch us walking down the street.
It's something that I really like to do. Most of my periods are 50, but if you need to, if you need to stretch it out, usually what I'll do is I'll have the song will be stuck in their heads basically. I'll have certain groups singing. I'll say if you're wearing a red shirt, I want you to sing with me. If you're a blue shirt, I want you to sing with me. But when they sing, they have to stand up and they have to like pop up and down like that. So it's like I have a car that's made of tin, or I have a car that's made of tin. Depending on what they do. So they're moving around, or at least they're. Well, and I'll have them like because the way the activity works is it's a event. Well, I'll just show it to you. So I just want to make sure we have time. So that's the whole song. Let's do the whole thing together. So everyone stand up. We have to do the whole thing stand. We sing, then we do it's our 2-part. So we'll sing it together. 1, 2, ready, go. I have a car that's made of tin. Nobody knows what shape it's in. It has 4 wheels and a bumper seat. Watch us clunking down the street. Hum, hum, rattle, 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 beep, beep. 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 Love it, fantastic. Everyone sit down. Then what we do is I draw a picture on the board. Because actually the main part of this lesson has to do with like melodic contour. So we're talking about a car here. So I'll draw a car. Say this is a really sweet car. Alright? Then I draw a road. It goes like this. This road's pretty funky. Tell me what's up with this road. Is this a straight road? Let's see. If you think that this is a straight road, put your fingers. Let's see. Straight road, put your thumbs together. No. If you think it's a very crooked road, put your thumbs together. Okay? If you think that this road has lots of ups and downs, put your pointer fingers together. If you think that this road, let's see, looks sort of like a roller coaster, put the rest of your fingers together. It's just part of like getting them involved. So this road has ups and downs. So when we're singing this song, do you think that our voices have ups and downs too, or are our voices just the same? And then I would have people answer that question. And then I would actually say, no, if this road was straight, it would probably sound something like this. I have cars made of tin, nobody knows what shape it's in, has 4 wheels, whatever. Is that the way that the song goes? Oh, it's funny. Then it goes up, goes down. So we have, I have a car, it's made of tin. And I have everybody stand up, and we sort of follow the melody with our bodies. So everybody buckle up. Hands on the wheel. Turn the car on. Something like that. So everybody show me going up a hill in your car. And show me down. And down. Okay, so here's how the song goes. It goes like this, watch me. So it goes, I have a car, it's made of tin. Let's do that together. 1, 2, ready, go. I have a car, it's made of tin. Let's keep going. Nobody knows what shape it's in. So you get it. If I did the whole phrase, what shape it's in. And then we get into, yeah, and then I would go into the solfege. And the way that I do solfege is, I guess I would go through. I was just explaining. So, I haven't had a really in-depth look at how to teach solfege, just mimicking the hand signs. Like, this one only has 5, but it's got do, re, mi, sol, la, which is a bunch the first day, but they'll usually get it pretty quickly. Especially, I'll do a little game where once they know them, I'll kind of repeat after me. Do, re, mi, sol, la, sol, mi, re, do. And then I'll have the mimic patterns back, and they usually get really good at it. Because I try to do it really fast and try to trick them. Do, re, do. So, in this lesson, the objectives in the lesson are solfege. Moving to mimic the parts of the song. And what was the other one? On the pentatonic scale. Right. Which is what the. Right. Which goes along with this one first, yeah.
So make sure you have.
We always mentioned pentatonic scale, yeah. Okay. The other thing that I forgot to mention is I always I started off with the Hello song, which I did do because I wanted to make sure.
Which is the one when you're.
Right. Which is the one with the hello there.
Oh.
Right. So you already knew it. So yeah. I think I'm definitely gonna teach it. Yes. Okay. So the pentatonic scale. Yeah. Okay. But then, so that's kind of what the lesson shown. There's also a third part of the lesson, which is a name game. That's writing your name down and getting into groups. And it's
That's the intro of the lesson.
It's part 3.
Or is it part
It's
two?
written as part 3. Which isn't
You're right.
exactly. I guess. But anyway, so yep, that's grade 3, unit 1, lesson 1 in a nutshell. Any questions?
That's great. The one thing that we want to keep in mind is when you're reading these lesson plans, make sure you're looking at the objectives and that you're following the objectives of the lesson. Because it's one thing to, like yesterday we were talking about the fish song, the objective of the fish song is a name game. So if you look at the objectives of the lesson, they're all on the top of the unit plan. Look at the objectives, say, okay, what is it supposed to be teaching with this? There are many times that we get, like with the wiggle dance. I get so excited about the wiggle dance, I'll do the wiggle dance, I'll be like, oh my god, we're having fun, and then I'll be like, they probably have no idea why we're doing the wiggle dance. They probably have no idea why I asked them to count to 8 in their heads. And you need to make sure that you go back and go, oh, why are we counting to 8 in our heads? Because we're doing counts internally. We're feeling the beat, we're feeling the phrasing of the song. We're making sure that we know how to come in and out in different parts. We're dancing to music. Music makes you want to dance. Just making the connections, hitting the objectives. So doing activities, but also reinforcing the concepts of that. Fantastic.
So also, it seems like the green goes away really easily and the red does not. I mean, it'll go away if I wash it. Just so you know. Okay.
Yours?
Oh, Roshan, is that the same as rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Are you a rock, paper, scissors shoot kind of person, or are you just rock, paper, scissors?
1, 2, 3, and I just fall through.
Okay, see, everybody else does the shoot.
I'm a shoot.
Alright.
Everybody's a shoot. 1, 2, 3, go.
So instead of going
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
it's like an extra.
Who's going?
It's kind of
Oh, you did 2 out of 3?
No.
Oh, see, I always do 2 out of 3.
yeah, you gotta do 2 out of 3.
I make them stand back.
You gotta get in there.
You know what?
I make them stand back to back so they can't see what each other's flowing.
Ooh.
Good strategy.
And then they turn around on the top.
I guess you did
Can
jump.
we help you to be leading?
No.
Like just
Sweet.
Sorry, I was worried about sitting.
Would you like us to engage?
No, that's cool. Well, that's the other thing too.
Would you like us to engage and watch?
I like to put my 15
Do you want us to be kids?
Kids or adults?
Yeah.
We're kids.
Okay. Okay.
Love it to do that. Very easy.
I like
Okay,
it.
I'm not totally all into the setup yet. You know, like I haven't mastered exactly how to do it. I'm probably a rogue person, like Katie. And
I'm a rover.
Sort of.
I like Christmas. I had tape X's in like a grid on my work. It was just so much easier. I could take attendance every day. Because then I can tell if instead of making a circle, we just go to the outside of the square. Anywhere around the corner in a circle.
I'm all about free flow and space, man.
And it ends up being self-structured after a while.
Space is its own structure. Finding your own space is
Depending on yourself.
Did you realize what that actually is?
We have 2 different camps in the room right now.
Yeah. It's a civil war. Just kidding. Yeah.
It's
because never in my life have I ever had a host classrooms. I've never.
global classes.
I've always had a stationary one fixed to the computer. pretend like we're nervous, okay? Alright, we're nervous. I like having rows because then it's easier to then bring them into a circle in a really nice, organized fashion. Alright, well, good morning. My name is Ms. Bach, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. I'm excited because this summer I just moved into the area and I'm very excited to be here. So we're going to get started today with our music class by learning some rules. This is what my name looks like. You can say Ms. Bach. Say it.
Ms. Bach.
And well, it's funny because you're thinking, you're scratching your head, and maybe, like, I learned that letter before your second graders. I learned that letter before, not a z, that's a s. So when we put it together like this and we put a period after it, then it turns from a miss to a ms. So like, my name is Ms. Bach. Go ahead and say it again.
Ms. Bach.
And when my hand is here, it means it's my turn, and then when my hands come out to you, it's my invitation to you to be my echo. Alright, very nice. Well, we're going to get started with some rules today, and I'm going to demonstrate, and then I want you to be my echo, alright? But this time, my hand isn't going to be here. It's going to be doing some actions. I'll sing, then you be my echo. Alright, here we go. We'll just get started like this. Oh, my fault. Here we go. Here we go. Listen.
Listen.
Be safe.
Be safe.
Be respectful.
Be respectful.
Do your best. Sorry.
Do your best.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Right, so you can teach them different melodics, like you don't have to do the same. Do your best, like somebody else did.
I really be respectful.
But
Do your
can
best.
we change them up?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So, because today we're focusing on so and me in our lesson objective, and so that's why I want to really stick with this. And it's also because we're using our body solfege instead of just the hand solfege. We're going to use the body solfege with the younger kids. All right. So I'm gonna get started with the beat. Can you keep up the beat? Shoot in the meadow.
Sheep in the meadow.
Cows in the corn.
Cows in the corn.
Jump on the month that you were born.
Jump on the month that you were born.
Excellent. So, if we're talking about months of the year, what do you think that we're going to use next in our piece? What do you think? If we're talking about months, do you know what I'm talking about? October. Do you know when you were born?
October.
Great. Put your hands in the air like a high five if you know the month when you were born. Because you're going to have kids that don't know when they were born. You know, they can't remember. And so then you just say, if you can't remember the month that you were born, then you just jump on any month that you choose. Okay? So here we go. We're going to pretend first on our hands, like we're jumping on a trampoline. But you know, when you jump on a trampoline, did you notice that we don't just go down on a trampoline? You kind of bounce up, bounce, bounce. Like when you let your fingers bounce, bounce. Here we go. January, jump straight up in the air, all right? But when we are not jumping, I want you to add these on the muscles. So we're going down and tapping. Let's practice that. Ready? Go down and tap. Down, tap, tap, tap. Here we go. Ready? Let's start this song. And our hands are going to go down, just our legs. And our hands will come up on the muscles. Ready? Go. Sheep in the meadow, cows in the corn, jumping on the month that you were born. Ready? Go. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. All right, here's some pat on the back for a job well done. Very nice. Would you please? Very nice. At this time now, we're going to add some instruments to it. And just like we were using our hands, we were doing jumping, like a trampoline. When we use instruments, boys and girls, there's always a certain way that we want to play our instruments. We'll take care of them. They're so special to us. And so we're going to use our drums like a trampoline. And the way you hold the drum is you take it with one hand, you can hold it, and with the other hand, 2 fingers or 3 fingers, you choose. It's super light. You're going to tap it right in the middle. You're going to jump off of it like a trampoline, okay? That's going to be a really nice way to play, because watch what happens to the sound. What's different from my sound? Or if I play this. I think, yes, Heather?
That's louder.
It's louder when we go down and just stop. Okay, well, we're going to do it nice and gentle because we want to be kind to our instruments because we share them with all the students in school and with other students in other schools. It's really important to take good care of our instruments. All right, so if you can remember how to hold your drum, would you demonstrate for me? Pretend. First, hold your invisible drum, got it in one hand, and get your other fingers ready. 2 or 3 fingers, you choose. And you're going to go right off the middle. Ready? Let's bounce it on your imaginary drum like a trampoline. Go. Bounce, 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 bounce. Excellent. And stop. Very good. And so at this time, then I would systematically send them over to their color places. So if you would please find the color closest to you and take a hand drum for yourself. And here's the way we're going to hold our instruments. We're just going to put them in our lap. And if your drum makes any sound when it's not supposed to be making sound, then we're going to ask you to just set your drum off to the side. But for right now, I like the way that you're holding your instruments so quiet. That you're very quiet. Excellent job. All right, are you ready for playing position? Do you remember how I hold them? Here we go. That's your playing position. Whatever hand feels the strongest, and the other fingers. Here we go. 2, and ready, sheep, go. Sheep in the meadow, cows in the corn, jumping on the month that you were born. January, February, March, April. Good. Now this time, sorry, then I would stop and we would just like shout out our own months. Okay? Very nice. So that's my way to make sure that they learn the care of the instruments, how to correctly play the instruments so that we're getting a good quality sound, but at the same time we need good instruments. Alright, so if you would quietly put your instruments back, make sure that you found them. Alright, my turn. T, 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 T. T, 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 T. Sorry. T, 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 ta. T, 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 ta. Oh, Heather, I love the way you were really watching me. And I did something different at the end, and I put my hands out. Can we try that one again? T, 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 ta. T, 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 ta. T, 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 T. T, 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 T. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, 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 ta. Excellent. Now I'm going to invite you in. Thank you so much. Would you please listen? This is my recorder, and I'm going to play a song for you, and it's going to get that little melody in your head. You're going to hear it through your ears, and then you're going to remember it in your head. So here's the song. Very nice little song. And that, did you hear my TTs and my taps in there? All right. Well, this is what a ta looks like. Do you notice how how many sticks that is? How many sticks is that?
1.
1, because ta is one sound. Go ahead, ready, go. Ta, very nice. So every time we say ta, this is what it looks like. It's just one sound. Then when we have a TT, check it out. I have 2 sticks and they're joined together. Alright? So here we go. This is what we're thinking about now. We have a couple new pieces of information. And I might even write that out on the board, the acrobatics, the cracker, and the TTs and tas. Here we go. So now we're going to sing it. And I'll sing, and then I'll let you use your singing voice and sing it back to me. TT. Yes. Am I over time already? Okay. Alright, there we go. Definitely, then you have the child that gets tapped, and then their name is sung on the last rest. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Heather, for watching this one.
Go away. Oh, and you would lay your hands over each other because we would be in a circle and not in rows, and that would make sense. And then that's how the singing goes past the beat. Like that. Okay. That works. That's up to you. That's not done. Alright.
You can do this too.
Oh, that's way better. I don't need that. Way better. When I say the word fish, how many sounds do you hear in the word fish? What? Alright. Say it again.
1.